Good people, this is Flex with one channel, and this is how to use FL Studio 20. So what you're going to do first is to double click the icon to start it up. There it goes. One channel. Cool. And it's pretty much what it's going to look like, the starting interface. It may say your real name up here. You can watch another video on how to change that. But you pretty much just go to options and project info. Save it there. So the first thing you probably want to do is to figure out how do I get notes here and whatnot. So what you're going to do is go to the playlist plus check and just left click it on there. So you should be able to see this. Change this to okay, keep it at step. So there's a lot of different ways to record sounds, but first we need to pick our sound. So a beat will usually start with, I know people typically pick drums and everything, but I think it's weird to pick everything at once because you kind of want to like feel it out sometimes, unless you just have like a strict formula for things. So we want to pick something that you have. So let's choose GMS because everybody has GMS. If you press down on your keyboard or keypad or whatever you're using, this will show up. So let's pick something that we like. Just keep till you find something you like. I'm not in love with these lead synths. Let's get some pads. Alright, I'm not in love with this. Here we go. This sounds more like hip hop, kind of. Usually, like, the intro is all about chords. So this is where like your musical persona needs to come out. Alright, let's just practice this because this is basically FL Studio. So we got the BPM is at 120. Let's move it to something slower for you new people. So how about like 100? Alright, record. Probably want to click this, it's a countdown, and then play it. And just start playing your stuff. Oh yeah, we want the metronome going so we can get it in beat. See, when you got something in your head. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. So let's see what sounds the best out of this. So in order to edit the notes, you just want to double click on the pattern. This is like the easiest way to get to it. Or you could click this right here. This will also lead you to it. So this is a fuck up right here. And see, we got like this second part kind of right. So we could probably go with that for those first two parts. Let's drag this over. This is a useful icon that you should always know. The bracket. The bracket does all. But to drag it, bracket it, go to the pencil, click it, slide it over. See, this part is still messed up. Individual notes, slide it over. Simple. That's pretty much like what we made. We could take the metronome off like once we get a starting pattern, because you pretty much have a good sense of like the general like pace of it. I mean, you can take the metronome off, you don't have to, but I like to have a nice like clean pattern. There we go. And then you can control B, like B as in boy, control B. That's kind of like an advanced copy and paste. But you can also copy and paste by just clicking on the note and then clicking again. So FL Studio makes it pretty easy to copy and paste stuff. You always want to make sure it's lined up well. So you can do this by, the only way I know to scroll out is to use your mouse wheel and to like hold control and then wheel in and out. I really can't explain it another easier way than that. I think you can adjust view settings to zoom in and out, but and to close this right here, this button right here, which kind of looks like a folder. So the one thing I like about FL20 is like, I mean, this is in FL12 too, but all the icons just look like what they're supposed to do. So if you ever get confused, like, I mean, the icons aren't too hard. This looks like a playlist. This looks like, well, this is probably the most confusing looking one, but it's the notes. This is for your channel rack, and the channel rack is basically like the individual pattern. So and you can put multiple sounds on an individual pattern. So for instance, that'll start with a kick. So boom. Like the kick snare's already there. We don't typically use these because it's just like the generic starting ones. You see what I'm saying? That's basically channel racking. If you get lost in the rack, I'm sorry. Hit that one, see? Even I get confused. Hit the racky. I know a lot of producers that stack in the channel rack like on one pattern. And if you want to make it longer, drag it on out now. Yeah, simple pattern. So, but we're gonna pick something a little better. Alright. And to get rid of those, you're just gonna right click on the note. Right click on the note. I mean, at the end of the day, FL Studio mastering it and understanding it does take practice. Regardless of like what type of videos you watch, you're gonna want hands-on experience. So to choose the next pattern, plus, click. Great. So now we can pick another sound. What type of sound do we want for this? We can go to a different plugin that's free. Try Citrus, maybe. And what we also want to do is right-click or double-click till all these are highlighted. Double-click and then that's embarrassing. I don't really know how to do that actually. I thought you could just right-click, but I guess not. I think it's Control T. Is it Control T or Alt T? I don't know what it is. Okay. There's a way to like route it all to the channels. Stunner knows how to do that. Dang it, he's not in this video. Yeah, you can just scroll and all this is lining it up with the mixer. So you'll see number 5 should be the one that's playing. See how it's like playing there. You can change the individual volume, add effects of that sound over here. Could add like a little reverb. Turn that down a little bit. Reverb does add to the volume. Okay, this one's a little short. Which one had that like awkward ending? All these are pretty much 4 or like 6 little steps except for this one. There you go. Easy adjustments, right? Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna pick our next pattern. Make sure you go back to the plus. We already got Citrus up, so let's go back to the channel rack to pick a sound. They got tons of presets. So Maybe when you're first starting off, just flip through these till you find sounds that you like. But okay, this note is also kind of low. You can tell by like where it is here. So we kind of want something that's like not really interfering with it. And this used to be bigger in the old FLs. I actually found it pretty useful for like finding complementing sounds. But I mean, you see, it's not that hard. See, you even use that. Here we go. This is like something I don't traditionally do in a beat, to be honest with you. But for the sake of us picking sounds and not us, nobody wanted to watch this all day. I'm just holding down the note. This is what you call an ARP. Yeah. What the heck? What the heck? Just the way that starts is just weird. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe like that. Congrats, you're making your first beat. Yeah. And like, if it sounds cool, here's my golden rule between stuff that sounds cool. No one's ever been arrested for adding a weird sound in a beat. So tutorials will tell you all types of stuff to do, but like if your creative mind is like, oh, that sounds neat, just throw it in there. You might make thousands of beats, and like people will notice like the weird things that you do to it more than like the typical things that you do to it. Like if you just add like a random noise, like I guarantee people will comment on your beats and be like, oh, that noise was crazy. Like it's kind of funny. Well, I don't know why it does that in the beginning, but that actually makes it pretty annoying. But we're just gonna keep going anyways. So what we want is also a bass. And I remember when we first started in this. See the first one. You see how I did that? Let's get it on the beat. Make this a little easier to record. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most random beat I've made in a while. With just like that random like. So next thing we want is like, you see how we did all that stuff without even going into the browser? Man, listen to a lot of hip hop music before you start making beats. I think that's also key. Like you gotta have that sound in mind of what you want. You know, if you listen to a lot of R&B beats or music, don't be expecting to make crazy trap beats. Listen to a lot of trap music, you know, vice versa. So just listen to like whatever you like and then start making your music like that. And my recommendation is for producers, like being specific is awesome. Like every single producer makes hip hop beats. But not every producer makes R&B beats, not every producer makes trap beats, not every producer makes like cloud types or like, you know, specific types. So like figure out what type of music you like and don't be afraid to listen to it a lot. Like if you like Mac Miller, you know, R.I.P. If you like Mac, listen to all of his albums before you start making beats. Like consider that like a part of the game, because it does help, absolutely. Like I remember when I first listened to Drake and Eminem's album, after it, I was making some pretty like interesting sounding beats, like using different techniques. And you'll start to listen, when you listen to music, you'll start like noticing different things after you start making beats a lot. Actually kind of hard. See how I did the bass? Like simple stuff. Not a whole lot of people would like tell you all that. But since we're using hopefully maybe you have your own drum kit. Drum kits are pretty easy to find a lot of times. A lot of them are free and whatnot. But go ahead and go into packs and really just experiment. Let's experiment. No, we're not gonna use these because these aren't hip hop. Legacy, hip hop. Let's see what they have here. That kit kind of works. So go ahead and drag it over. Just left click, drag it over and place it. Got like a little snap in there. It probably sounds like the best snare so far. Let's see what else they got here. Whatever you think makes sense, just throw it in there. That's the way I look at it. What makes more sense, that or So we got that. Let's go ahead and make sure you for it, otherwise it's gonna sound stupid. This is the snap. Come down with me. Come down. Come down. Come down. Come down with me. Come down. You don't really need to record this much. Come down. Come down with me. Come down. See, like, I would also recommend you like kind of sing or freestyle over your beat while making it to make sure it sounds right. That beginning part is so weird. I don't even know what to do about it. I really don't know why it sounds like that. Actually, kind of annoying. Yeah, I think the only way to fix that is if I mean, we'll work on that later. So here we're gonna add like a kicks. So we need some hi-hats. This is probably the best stock hi-hat right here. So let's just go right to it. See, just do whatever makes sense in your head, really. I have no rules behind hi-hats. If it sounds dope, it just sounds dope. I need. Yeah. Let's see, maybe 1/4 beat might have caught it right. Let's see. Because hi-hats gets annoying because it never records right. This actually doesn't sound bad. gonna keep it like this because it sounds kind of saucy. Woo! Ah, I need you. You need me. Yeah. You need me. Yeah. Man, that shit jumping, boy. Yeah, when you start with the middle of the ARP, it sounds weird like that. So when you actually export it, it'll sound normal. Okay, so we're on our favorite part, which is the kick snare part. And we're kind of like simplifying the beat for the sake of beat making. We can add other little effects too. Maybe we already have the snap there, so we don't want to like overdo that. So that probably won't make it. This might make like the ding, ding. Maybe put it there to like transition these two. I don't know. It's up to you guys. But yeah, like maybe put something. Start getting the habit of putting something at the end of a sequence, kind of like how I did here. Ding. Hold on. Okay. I don't even know how to fix that beginning part. That's actually weird. I can fix it, but let's make it. I don't know if it's gonna export like that. So that might be something to look out for. Yeah. I need you. It's like dinner's ready. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get funky. It's funky down. It's funky all around. You know me. It sounds like some like weird like electronic song. Honestly. Man, I don't know what type of kick snare to do for this one. This is just a weird beat in general. Yeah. I see how I drum it. That's something a lot of people don't do, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not a lot of people, but. See, I'm just like, I literally drum it and then I'm like, so, as you see, this snare kind of just sounds, almost fucks up the whole beat. Pardon my French. Pardon me France. Man, where is the drum kits in this thing? So in order to add a drum kit, we'll do a live tutorial. Let's figure out where the drum kits are. They're in the music folder. Music, sure. My music, okay. Drum kits, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Here we go. So we're kind of cheating here because the snare sucks so much. See if like this one does better. Yeah. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, yeah. I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. This is so off. See what type of like. This is like a weird beat. Yeah. Yeah. This beat kind of sucks, but you see what I'm getting at. And not every beat's gonna be fire. Like I make like 6-7 beats a day, and like 2 or 3 of them usually suck. At least in my opinion. This is probably one of them. But that's pretty much it for this beat. You kind of get the concept, and we'll do more videos, so stay tuned and look at other ones. But that's basically it. Now, there's a lot of, this is obviously a big part of it in mastering stuff. Maybe just keep the snap the whole way. See how that sounds. Maybe like leave it out for like this part, and then like just bring it back randomly. Because right now the kick part just sounds stupid as hell. We're gonna, or the snare part just sounds dumb. Let's just delete the snare part, and then like let's delete this jumbo kick part right here. This ding part sounds stupid too. Just start getting rid of everything that sounds dumb. This part sounds stupid too. Like I was just using those as examples. Like, just leave that out. Maybe the ding right there would have been cool. Maybe double up this snap. I feel like this song has to have this weird jumpy part playing the whole damn time. Kratz, you just made your first beat. I mean, how long is this? It's about 1 minute 30 seconds. So if you want to loop it, see how easy I did that? All right, let's replay. The first thing I did was Control A, like you would any other programs. Control A, select all. Control B, like as in boy. Damn, we just made that A. And then you like, I don't know, do some transition. I don't even loop beats usually. But let's unloop that part. Let's just keep it short because I don't like to. I don't support looping. I don't. I feel like it's just lazy. Like finish your beat. But we're kind of like on limited time here, so let's yeah, this beat's been over for almost like 2 minutes. Just doing like little things like this. Like about to record some heat. Right click. Audio, make sure that's checked. It's already checked. Oh boy. Should we get some let's get some vocal in there. Alright. Yeah. Since it sounds like kind of robot-y and Alright, ready? yeah, 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 alright now, alright now, yeah, 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 alright, alright now, alright now, yeah, alright now, alright now, alright now, alright now, yeah, alright now, alright now. All I did was go to the mixer, go to, and then click this button. Yeah. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. Woo. And undeniable from the start, this sounds bad, this sounds bad. This beat kind of has its own little kick in this little pattern right here. No, this one kind of has its own kick, for real. Alright, see? That's how you record. And when you're done, turn this crap off. It'll still be there. Alright. Yeah. You don't have to record over a beat when you finish it. See, vocoder mode. That's funny.
Yeah, alright.
So you can start you can film your first auto-tune track today if you'd like. Like, I got like, what the hell? First of all, I'm not a rapper.
Alright now.
Although I feel like some of my,
Alright now.
I mean, this is just loud and obnoxious. So some of my like,
Go to the mixer. Go to, and then click this button.
if a sound is too loud, double click it, adjust the volume. It's really not that hard to figure out.
Said yeah.
Panning,
Yeah.
right ear, left ear.
I said yeah.
You can set the pitch down, make me sound more manly. But it kind of becomes off beat. So let's just go back to the normal one. Alright. Man, I spent a lot of time on this. Thanks for watching, guys. And we're going to take you through the export process, too. So, we're going to call this Great Beat. Export, full song. Yep. Don't put pattern. Full song. Tail, leave remainder. Sometimes you probably want an MP3 and the wave. Wave bit is fine. Maybe try the 32-bit float. 512 sync. This part is important. HQ for all plugins. That's important. If you want to split mixer tracks, like what they call splitting, basically, you're gonna want to do that. And then export. And you sit and wait. You're like, man, I just made a beat. I'm gonna sell this for $57. Producers be like, $49.99 for this lease. You took like an hour, less than an hour to make it. $49.99 to rent it. I can't even own it for that cheap. $49.99. Okay. And if we check our download folder where I saved it, there it is, boy. Does this sound familiar? See, the vocals just screwed up, really. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe for more. Peace out.